Thokozani, guys. Thokozani. This is Gogo Skhotheni. Insizwa kaDlamini ngiyanibingelela nonke. I greet you all. Yimi ke lensizwa iya kaDlamini. Okay. Guys. Now, there's traditional doctors and there's Western doctors, and you find that the prices differ. Now, the medication differ. Now, the process differ. How they treat a client differs. So now, can I just spot the difference between the two, between a traditional doctor and a Western doctor? Honestly speaking, when you go to a Western doctor, you tell them your problem. Doctor, I have a headache. Doctor, I have stomach cramps. Doctor, my womb is painful. Doctor, I can't sleep at night. That's a consultation. And that consultation, it's 750, 600, 400. 400 is the cheapest, right? And then we move to traditional doctors. 200, 150, 450. But they tell you your problem. They tell you what's wrong with you. They tell you the problem about your life. They tell you a problem about your love life. They go deeper into the main problems or whatever that is causing their problems that you have. That's a consultation. They tell you what caused you to be sick in that way. They tell you what's going to happen in 2 or 3 months to come or in a year to come. They tell you what happened a year ago. They tell you what happened yesterday. That's a consultation fee. So the difference between me and the Western doctor, I go deeper and I tell you what's a problem. You tell him what's a problem. You tell the Western doctor what's a problem. And then they prescribe according to your problem that you told them. You can tell them you have a womb problem or your womb hurts, and then he will just touch it and prescribe for you. And the prescription that they give to you, you get it at any chemist, and you're going to spend again without the consultation fee that they gave you. Right? With us, we have to go to the field. That is 250K away from where you are, or even less. You mix all the herbs. You don't give a person one herb. You mix all the herbs from different places. You take everything that you have, you mix according to that particular person's problem. You go to the river, you cleanse that person. You come back, you give that person whatever remedy you prepared. You open doors for that person. You open doors for jobs. You open doors for tenders, for whatever that person is facing. So you consult them, you give them solution, you heal their body, you give them a solution to their life, and then you want to complain. So now, my concern is, then the Western doctors get credit for what they do. What exactly do they do? Let's not talk about operations. What exactly do they do? They just confirm what you told them. That's it. Some of you, to even know that you can't get babies, is because you go to surgical operations and that's when they tell you that you can have kids, because already they operated you in a kind of way. And then you're going to find out that you can't have kids anymore. Bazokutshela ngama fibroids. After you went to different doctors, then bazokutshela you've got fibroids. They can't do anything to you. You can have kids. Then you go to a Western doctor. Then they tell you one simple thing. And then they give you a solution. So just count how many things that traditional doctors do compared to what the Western doctors do. Because you go to a Western doctor constantly. And when you go there, you go with the same problem. You're going to keep on telling about the womb. You're going to keep on telling them about the headache that does not have a solution. And then at the end of the day, you're going to have to go for an operation. They have to remove something that they did not even figure out when you first went there. And then we want to give them credit. I personally think we should come back to who we are. Because before, there were no Western doctors. I don't have anything against them, but I won't give them credit the way I give traditional doctors credit. Before, you could give birth at home, and there was nothing wrong with it. Those babies are healthy as fuck. Sorry for my language, but they're healthy. And they're doing good. And we want to give credit where it's not due. We respect Western doctors so much that we forget to respect our traditional doctors. We have to discriminate them. We have to discriminate people who go to traditional doctors and tell them a way to get off. Tell them, ukuthi bayasiloya. There are so many doctors out there, just because the dad was a doctor and then he's following on those footsteps. I think we need a self-introspection, guys. Check what we want and where we're going. There's nothing as an unreasonable price. Know your product. Do according to your product. I, myself, give credit to all sangomas. I don't care whether you like me or not. I respect each and every sangoma, whether you like me or you don't like me. But I respect you guys. And that I will give credit to. So that's why I'm saying you need to differentiate between the two. I've never been to a doctor and they tell me what's my problem. That's always the case. You need to tell them what's wrong. And you go feel good, doctor, so, doc, I'm sick. And then the only thing he will do, he will check your heart rate. But they will not tell you exactly the problem. Unless you say, doctor, I've got a headache. And then they will prescribe according to what you said. We need to tell you what's your problem, what happened a year ago, what's going to happen in 2 years, but you don't get much credit than you give to Western doctors. So what's the problem? I know I'm greater than a Western doctor because he needs me more than I need him. I've got solutions. He doesn't have solutions. I need to tell him my problem. And then we want to complain about consultation fees or what, when we are a good doctor, uzok charge 750, angaknikeza nomuthi, and then on top of that, akunikeza a prescription. Just to ngokuthi uhlala umtshela ukuthi doctor, inhliziyo yami phansi, akucheck leyo inhliziyo, and then that's, oh, okay. Akucheck nala imuva, okay. No, you know what? You need to drink this and this and that. Mafike entombeni uSkhotheni mele akutshela ukuthi no. Aphathanga ikhanda kunje this is the cause of the headache kwabanje 2 years back this is what happened manje kunje akunikeza umuthi akugeze akuvulela inhlanhla zomsebenzi akuvulela inhlanhla zomshado everything all in one, but you want to come and complain. Let me end it there. and think about it. But I give all traditional doctors credit and give it to this Gogo. Thank you very much. This is Gogo Skhotheni insizwa iyagadlamini /Shange. Bye. Amen.